Hi everyone, welcome into this week's My Weekly CBS Fix. Hope you had an amazing week. This week's video is dedicated as a refuah shlema for Shlomo ben Sarah Liza and also for Chaya Chana Sarah Bas Esther Bracha. May you both have a complete recovery. In this week's Parshas Kedoshim, so the Torah tells us a specific method about how to give charity to the poor. The verse says, Lo sechala pasadcha Liktzar la'ani v'lager taza v'esam, which means you shall not complete your cutting of your field. Leave over the corner, and you should leave it over to the poor person and to the proselyte living amongst you, meaning the convert. So the Torah over here commands us that when we cut down our field, there's certain things that we have to leave over for the poor person. A corner, anything that may fall on the floor, don't pick it up to get it. Let the poor people come and take it. Now, what's a little puzzling about this is it's kind of demeaning in the way that we're giving these gifts to the poor people. It's like, oh, you want charity? Go get it. What is that? We should package it nicely. We should leave it for them, but we should package it nicely, cut it down, and present it to them. Or give it to them in a nice fashion. As a matter of fact, we know that there are many gifts that are given to the Kohen, and the Kohen, we give him the best. And it's presented to him, and why should the poor people be any different? So I think an obvious difference is our view of both recipients over here, whether it's the Kohen, the high priest, or whether it's the poor person. When we view the Kohen as somebody of prestige, of honor, of somebody of position. It's like giving a gift to the king. It's an honor for the giver to be able to give the gift to the king. And when we give the gift to the Kohen, so we come, it's prestigious, and we give it to him when we give him a nice gift. But the poor person, by character, is completely different. His by definition, the poor person is somebody that really doesn't want to be recognized as being a poor person. It's embarrassing for him. So here's a gift for you, Mr. Poor Person. It's embarrassing. It's a little unbecoming for him as well. We have to treat him with dignity. And to treat him as if he is a poor person, that's what he is. So we're labeling him, and it can hit him in the heart. And hey, I'm a poor person, and people are treating me like I'm a poor person. Now, even though it may not be his fault and it may be his scenario, but at the same time, it's very embarrassing. So the Torah says, no, leave it in the fields. Let all the poor people amongst themselves won't be as embarrassed. But if they can be out of the limelight and out of your sight, it's much easier for them to go and collect. As a matter of fact, one of the highest forms of charity is when we give to the person, he doesn't know who it's coming from, and he's just able to collect the money. It's saving him from any shame. Now, to add to this, I know I suffer from this as well. We have to realize that nobody is poor or rich because of themselves. Everything is decreed from Hashem. And something that I suffer from is I'll look at a poor person coming to shul and collecting, and I'll say, seriously, dude, why can't you just get a job like everybody else? You could sit collecting it. But that's the wrong approach for me. He may have tried to get a job. He may not be good at anything. And unfortunately, he actually has to go and collect. Or whatever job he can get is certainly not going to be enough to help his wife who may be sick, or his kids, or the different financial demands that are demanded of him. And so therefore, the onus is not on me to ask him why he's not getting a job. My job is to give him charity as much as I can with a smile, whatever I can give, if I can give. But what I can give him with a smile and make him feel good. As a matter of fact, I'll share this last idea with you. The Talmud states that somebody who gives charity to a poor person and says, I'm giving this money on condition that my son should live, or that I should have a lot of money. So the Torah says, the Talmud says, somebody who says this, he's a tzaddik gomer. He is completely righteous. Why is he completely righteous? He's in a certain sense, it sounds like he's only giving charity, so he should get something back. So the answer is that the Talmud wants us to get into the mind of the poor person. The poor person comes to your front door, sees this nice big house. You're not lacking for anything. I'm lacking. It's hard for me to come. But when you open the door and you give him charity and you say, I'm giving this charity to you on condition that my son should live, he says, oh, you're also lacking something. You have a child that's not feeling well. Or if you're saying, I should give this in order that I should attain the world to come, you're telling him that you're afraid that you may not be worthy of the world to come. And so therefore you're telling him that you're also lacking. He happens to be lacking in money, and you tell him that, yeah, you're lacking in money, but I'm lacking in good deeds. I'm lacking in health. And so therefore you're making him feel good. You're letting him know that he may be lacking one thing, but you're also lacking. We're all really in the same boat. And so therefore, Harei Tzaddik Amar. So we have to just open up our minds and treat the poor people as if we ourselves were poor. Many of us have been. And so therefore, give with a good heart and give with a good mind. Have a great, great Shabbos. Thank you for listening.